And again, it's been an amazing ride. Again, my name is Thomas Berry out of Brandywine, Maryland. I'll be hosting the call this evening. And before we start, if anybody want to go ahead and introduce themselves and where they're calling from, they can. We can take another 10 seconds. All right. So what I want to do, I want to start out with some information to tell you who we are. Because anytime you look at some information, you want to know what the organization, who they are, and what they're about. The name of our organization is called the Legacy Team. And the reason we call it the Legacy Team, because it's a big, big deal to leave your family, leave the people you love in a better place than when they were here. And I believe everybody on this Zoom has somebody that loves them and have somebody they love and somebody that's probably counting on them. So at some point, we're all going to leave this planet. And the legacy that we build together is going to set them up for the lifetime. So that's why we named this thing the Legacy Team, because it's a big, big deal. And you see the pre-launch. This is going live on March 1, 2025. And we're flat out excited about what's coming down the pipe. And who are we? We're a group of like-minded individuals who've already created success in business, and we're focusing on duplicating that success in other people. Our organization has three pillars, three key pillars that we stand for. The one is community outreach. We're really big as an organization to really give back to the community, support different organizations. Every Thanksgiving, we come together and feed the need. Every Christmas, several Christmas ago, we got together and went to a homeless shelter and was able to give over 200 kids toys and bring Christmas to 200 kids that we didn't know who they were. But the fact that we was able to come together as a team and help out. The second thing we're into is mental health. We're really big because so many people struggle with anxiety or depression and just mental health as alone, but it's not really talked about. You're going to see from the vehicle that we're a part of that we really support mental health and mental anxiety. It's a big, big deal because so many people are dealing with these things, but they don't talk about it. But as a team, we come together and try to support that. And the third key one is entrepreneurship. A lot of the principles that we believe in as an organization really put people in position to be business ownership. Because when you own something, you can control it. Keep your job, keep your career, but on a spare time, part-time, generate additional income stream and a stream that you can control because you're the business owner. Because most people can work 8, 10, 12 hours a day on their job, but then come home and work an hour or so for yourself. Because as an entrepreneur, that legacy that you're building, that legacy will be there long after you leave this planet. And as you see at the bottom, this is a question that was asked to me a little while ago, and I didn't have an answer because it was just me. Who's helping your family build? Who's helping your family create a legacy? And that's a powerful question that most people don't even think about. You know, what is your family legacy? What was the legacy laid before you? What would your family legacy be after you're gone? That's just something to think about. But those three pillars are what we're really big in. And some of our principles. The first principle that we're really big on as a team is helping average everyday people like you and I create a residual income. Keep your linear income, keep the income that you have from your job, but in a spare time, part-time, create a residual income, something that comes into your household every 30 days, whether you get out of bed or not. Okay? The second one is create passive income. What that means is leverage. Now that's income that continues to come into your house long after the effort that you put in it. All right? Long after the effort that you put it in has been completed. The third one is start a business that produces residual and passive income. That's important. Create a residual income, create passive income, which is leverage. Now you're getting paid on the efforts of a team. And number three, start a business that produces passive and residual income. Number four is a big one, I believe, earn tax advantages of business ownership. So many people, if they just work their job, their 9 to 5 every day, there's no tax breaks. There's no tax advantage. And in some cases, at the end of the year, there's some people that still owe money. And one thing I share with you, who do you think the tax laws was created by? The rich or the poor? Well, everybody says the rich. Now, who do you think they benefit? The rich or the poor? Always the rich. But as an average, everyday person like you and me, as a business owner, it doesn't matter how big or small your business is, you can take advantage of the same tax principles of business ownership. And number 5, get paid in the global economy. That means so many people just earn money from their job and they just earn money in the United States currency. But there's 100 other countries out there. So position yourself to earn income in the global economy. So those are our 5 principles that we operate in as a team. So what I want to do, I want to pass it over to my friend and my partner, Mr. Preston Scott, make it over.
All right. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Absolutely. How you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm doing magnificent. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. And this
Good,
gentleman that
good.
I'm introducing you to, he's somebody that is flat out documented, somebody that's loves helping people. He knows all the facts in this business, and he's making some serious income, serious income. So anytime he talks to us, I always have a pad. So I highly recommend get something to write with and something to write on because he's going to talk about some income, he's going to talk about some control, and he's going to talk about building a legacy for your family. So with that, my good friend, my business partner, mentor, Mr. Preston Scott.
I appreciate that, sir. Mr. Barry, thank you so much for the opportunity to share on this evening. Great evening, ladies and gentlemen. You just heard from a gentleman who I got the chance to meet a couple months ago, man. I mean, Gentle Giant, he is a man of the people. And that's what connected us immediately when I found out that he put people before profit. That's my kind of guy. So we discussed the program that you all are going to see on tonight, and he decided to partner. And you all are going to experience one of the largest, most successful launches in this company's history on March the 1st. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and I'm going to show you a quick 5-minute video. After we watch the video, I'm going to go a little bit over some compensation and talk to you all about how you can have multiple streams within this one business program. So first and foremost, again, I'm Preston Scott, born and raised in D.C., still live in the D.C. area today. I am married. We have 3 beautiful children. I am a former United States Air Force staff sergeant. Upon leaving the United States Air Force, I separated and started working at Andrews Air Force Base full time. I did that for 15 years. Started working this project that you all are seeing on tonight on a part-time basis. Well, we took full advantage of it. My wife and I have been in the vacation industry now for 18 years. So when we saw this, it was a no-brainer, okay? Took full advantage of it. Within the first 3 years, we started earning a residual income of over $9,000 a month. So that allowed us to do some different things. First and foremost, we were able to pay off over 30 grand in consumer debt. And then my wife wanted a new home. She went ahead and purchased her a new home as well. So that put us in a great position to now start saving some money, completely debt-free outside of a mortgage, and now setting aside some savings. I don't know about you all, but I've been working virtually all my life, ever since I was 16 years old, and didn't have anything to show for it, didn't have an adequate savings account. Well, this business allowed me to go ahead and set aside a year's salary, put a year's salary to the side. Now, in November of 2020, I did something that I've been looking forward to doing quite some time. That was actually leaving that job and donating it back to the economy and going ahead and doing what you're seeing on tonight 100% full time. Now, this is not quit your job night. Okay. Again, I did this part time for quite some time, but first and foremost, I wanted to spend more time with my family than I was spending with my coworkers. Absolutely did not enjoy the work that I was doing. So I wanted to do something that I enjoyed. And let me share with you right now exactly what that is. Okay, let me share my sound. Oops. Share sound. And let me enlarge the screen and action.
If you have ever dreamed about making money, traveling the world, and having fun in the process, this is it. What we're about to show you is a proven turnkey travel business backed by real industry experts. A business where people just like you are having fun, making money, and creating a whole new life for themselves. It's called IntelliTravel, and here's how it works. As you may or may not know, every single time a hotel is booked, a car rented, or a family goes on vacation, there are commissions paid. Sometimes they go to a well-known travel booking website. Sometimes they go to a traditional travel agent in a storefront location. And sometimes they go to people like you, working from a laptop anywhere in the world. At IntelliTravel, we give you everything you need. Direct access to travel vendors, special rate travel inventory, a state-of-the-art website, business cards, tools, videos, everything you need to promote your travel business. IntelliTravel is the original home-based travel agency for over 25 years. And they are the real deal, with a coveted A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and accreditations and certifications with all major travel carriers and organizations. Did you realize travel is already the #1 searched item on the internet? And with baby boomers retiring and millennials already spending $200 billion a year, it's a trend that will never stop. And if you can get in front of that, it can be very lucrative. Let's say you know a road warrior, a businessman or woman who travels 3 to 4 days a week for work. Now you can offer them the same deals or better. And if they book with you instead of one of those faceless corporate sites, you earn the commission. That could be an extra $150 a week in your pocket. Have any friends or family thinking about a reunion getaway? Well, instead of some corporation getting the commission, why not you? Let's say you book 20 cabins on a Caribbean cruise. They get the trip of a lifetime at competitive rates, the same or lower than they could find online, and you get to go for free and put $2,000 or more in your pocket. And this is just the beginning. Learn how you can make money on destination weddings, scuba trips, wilderness expeditions, resort stays, even vacation home rentals. If it's travel related, you can book it. And this is not cheap, unwanted inventory or third-rate vendors. We are talking about all of the best brands in the travel industry. Hotels, cruise lines, all major airlines, luxury destinations around the world. Literally hundreds of the world's best brands right at your fingertips. And here's the best part. You can take advantage of this opportunity even if you have zero experience, because of the award-winning education and training modules where you can learn as you earn on your schedule. Even just a few hours a week, you can get up and running and earning very quickly. You can even take your learning on the road with our fabulous IntelliTrips. Like 3 nights at Disney for $399 so you can check out all the rides. $99 for 4 nights in Montego Bay, Jamaica while you learn about tropical beaches. Even 7 nights on a Caribbean cruise for $399 so you can sample world-class dining and a luxury cruise experience. That's what it's all about. Learning your trade, earning travel commissions, all while traveling the world. And backing you up, the best guarantees in the industry. The best travel price guarantee, the no questions asked 100% money back guarantee, a unique profit guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Take the next step. Ask to see the full presentation where you'll see exactly how it works, how much it costs, and what you need to do to take advantage of this $8 trillion industry. Thanks for watching.
Well, all right, all right. So that's it. That's the product. That's exactly what we sell. We sell adult recess. We sell luxury. We sell vacations, cruises, airlines, all that, resorts and things of that nature, concerts, theater. Anybody who's on the Zoom tonight, if you've ever booked a trip, type the word travel in the chat. If you've ever booked a trip, if you've ever traveled anywhere, if you've ever stayed in a hotel, type the word travel in the chat. Simply means you've already participated in this global economy. Now we're going to share with you how you can earn income doing something that you already do. I like to say, get paid to do what you love to do. So we're going to talk here in a moment and give you a couple of examples of some trips that we booked And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some compensation. First and foremost, my wife and I, we more recently celebrated 20 years of marriage, and we went and spent 5 days, 4 nights at a luxury resort in Jamaica. Sandals property, amazing amenities. We went there, we booked it through ourselves, came home to a check for over $740 for something we were going to do anyway. Now, my wife, she likes to go out and have fun and travel with her friends. So she set up a girlfriend's getaway with her sorority sisters. So they went to Costa Rica, an amazing experience. They all had fun, what they all do anyway. Well, she came back home and we have a commission of over $12,000 again for something she was going to do anyway. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of compensation, how we're paid within this business. Give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. Okay. It's acting like it doesn't want to do what I want to do, right? All right, let me try this one more time. And action. All right, there we go. Share that bad boy. So now let's go ahead from. Now, what we're going to talk about is marketing, our marketing compensation plan. We're going to share with each of you how you can now be a marketing representative and participate in a unique referral program. Okay. Planet Marketing is our compensation plan. Build a network, empower yourselves and others while you capitalize on the power of leverage and residual income. Warren Buffett said it best. He said, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. So here's how our program works. If you've ever referred anybody to a good movie or a restaurant or a Netflix series, I mean, I heard that some people have gotten married based on a referral, right? Ooh, girl, he cute, okay? So if you ever referred anybody to anything, you've already participated in this component. So you're already traveling. So now if you referred anybody to something, this is how this business works. Typically, when you refer somebody to a restaurant, they go have a great steak on your behalf, but you're never compensated for that exchange, although you made the sale. Now, anytime you refer somebody to this business and they purchase a business, you're going to get paid $50 per referral. That's called a direct sale. And it's unlimited to the amount of referrals you want to make to the business. And you're saying to me, how is a referral a sale? You think about it. When you refer somebody to go out to a restaurant and they go to the restaurant, they spend money. You may say, well, the restaurant sold them the dinner. No, you sold them the dinner because you told them about the dinner. When you told them, you sold them. Now, anyone who partners with you, they're going to have the same ability. Anytime they make a referral, they make $50 also, and it's unlimited. But every time they make 50, the company is going to pay you 25. It's called a 50% check match. Meaning if they make 1,000, we're going to pay you 500. If they make 10,000, we'll pay you 5,000. If they make a fortune, we're going to pay you half a fortune. And here's something called a $10 team bonus. This is added to every single sale throughout your entire organization, whether you had anything to do with it or not. So imagine being on your lunch break, talking bad about your coworkers, and someone opens up a business in Montana, in Idaho, in England, in Jamaica, and boom, you get up $10 here, $10 here, $10. In my opinion, we all need to know what it feels like to make money, even when we're not physically present to earn that money. Well, here's our builder program. This is how you promote the company. It starts at bronze, it goes to silver, and it grows to gold. It's simply helping at least 3, 6, or 9 individuals to own their own vacation business. Once you've done that and you capitalize on the 9 business partners, that's it. You're maxed at 9. You never have to exceed that number. It can take you 9 minutes, 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, 9 years. There's no quotas here. There's no pressure here. Right? This is an option, not an obligation. But if you so choose to, now, as soon as you do that, you unlock those $10 bonuses. They're going to be flowing in, and you have nothing to do with it, but money just going to be flowing in. And it starts at $10, and it goes all the way up to $60. Now, watch this. As soon as you go gold, you unlock something called a 10% match on all travel that's booked by anybody who you refer to the company. I happen to refer a gentleman who used to book travel for Ballou High School marching band here in DC. This gentleman got involved in the business, a wedding last year to Jamaica. He booked a wedding. His commission, what his take home was $42,000. because I'm the unselfish person that referred him to the business. They wrote me an unselfish check for $4,200, and I still don't know who got married, nor do I care. All right. Now, in addition to that, you're going to get paid 10% on something that's called a matrix, simply meaning whatever you help somebody to make, the company's going to add a 10% match to your income. So if you help somebody make 1,000, they're going to add $100 to your income. You got to love that. So this is our residual component. It works like it's the opposite of paying bills. Think about it. Every bill that we pay is paid to someone who owns a business. Doesn't matter what. My phone bill is paid to someone who owns T-Mobile. My mortgage is paid to someone who owns the bank, right? If you have a car note, it's paid to someone who owns, it's being paid to a business. So people who are entrepreneurs have the forethought to say, let me start a business by which multiple people will pay me multiple hundreds and thousands of dollars a month. That's called residual income. It's paid every month like clockwork. Now, we're used to paying bills. We're used to being someone's residual, but most of us don't have residual coming in. Unless you're an actor, actress, songwriter, you did a movie, chances are you don't have residual income. And most people don't have the opportunity to do so other than something like this. So how does it work, right? You make 2 sales, not 22, not 202, 2 sales. You help 2 people to own their own travel business. And now you have access from a residual perspective of up to $48 a month. Now, I know y'all didn't come on here on a Tuesday night to learn how to make $50, okay? But now you make 3 referrals, you're talking about $156 a month of residual income. How about 6 referrals over $4,000? Just think for a moment. You don't have to type it in the chat, but just think to yourselves. And I know some of you are doing really well, right? I can tell by your names on the Zooms. You got the rich names. But think about it. What would an additional $4,000 a month do to your household? Refer 6 have access to $4,000 a month. Some people will get a new address. Right? Some of y'all get real bougie if you're making an extra $4,000. Okay, we're not gonna go there, start using Grey Poupon instead of regular mustard. I get it. Now, let's say you go ahead and you have 9 families that you've helped. You've opened up 9 agencies, and then you have access to over $100,000 a month. And we do have people in this company who are doing that. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep going. You want to be a leader? Leaders in this company are called directors. If you become a leader, simply mean helping people. If you don't have a problem with helping people, I believe if you help enough people to get what they want, you'll ultimately get what you want. So now you become a director by helping families. You help those 9 individuals. Once that organization grows, because who's not going to want to travel? Who's not going to want to get paid when they travel? Now that grows to 100. Boom, you're a director. We're going to add $500 a month to your residual income. We're going to give you another $10 on top of that $10. Now you're making $20 every time anyone, anywhere around the world partners inside of your organization. $20, $20, $20, $20. I feel like Oprah, you get 20. You get 20, right? So this is starting to happen within your organization. It goes all the way up to 60. My wife and I are very blessed. We've helped enough families to have reached the level of 4-star, over 1,500 families in over 8 different countries around the world. So you decide how many people you want to help, and then we can help you to achieve these levels. Now let's talk about upper echelon income. Because some of you are saying, you know what, if this here on the table, I'm going to get it. And that was my mindset. When we first got started, within the first 3 years, we started making over 100,000. That's when we received the sapphire ring. Well, we went ahead and traded that ring in for the ruby ring, okay? The ruby ring indicates making $250,000. And yes, we're very blessed by the grace of God to be making over $20,000 a month with this business that I'm sharing with you all on tonight. And there are people who are making $1 million. There are people who are making $500,000, and they are in this company. We have 5 millionaires in the company. As they weren't millionaires prior to this business, they're millionaires as a result of this business. Now, once you become a 5-star director, company will give you a $20,000 diamond encrusted Rolex watch, even if you don't know how to tell time. Now, here's our income disclosure statement. This is what we present to the I, the R, and the S. Now, we share it with the public because the company is very transparent. This is normally not in the presentation. How many of y'all seen presentations where they give you the disclosure? That's normally not even in the presentation because they don't even want you to know what the real numbers are. This is transparency. This is how much people made, the median, the low, the high, the rank they achieved, the amount of hours they put into the business. It's all there for you in black and white. You'll get a copy of this as soon as we launch. Now, this is my favorite portion of the presentation because, as I mentioned, I'm a husband, I'm a father. So this is huge. You all are partnering with the legacy team. This company has a legacy portion to it. And here it is. It's called the pledge. It says, as a Planet Marketing Director, feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, which we all know to be inevitable, the business that you built will outlast you. Your family will still receive your weekly commissions, director pay, director bonuses, and your monthly residual income. Now, unfortunately, we had this happen to a gentleman out of California. He became a director in our company. He unfortunately passed away. His business that he left is continuing to grow and still paying his family after he has left this earth. You want to put yourself, now, I've never heard anything like that at any job interview. Never been told that at any other business presentation. And I'm former Air Force. They didn't even tell us that in the military. So here you go. We have a turnkey business, system support. You're going to be in business for yourself, but definitely not by yourself. We may have a mobile app that you'll have access to if you so choose to. We have an international convention that's going to take place in September in Orlando, Florida. Our keynote speaker this year is John C. Maxwell, the father of leadership. Now, I know what everybody's here for. How much is this going to cost me? I'm from DC. They say, what is going to hit me for? Right? Ladies and gentlemen, you talk about two businesses. You see three numbers, but these are two businesses for the price of one. I know some of y'all going to laugh, like two businesses for $200. Absolutely. You get a multi-million-dollar travel business that you can run from the comfort of your own home or your own phone for $180. There's a marketing company that comes with it that allows you the licensing, if you will, to open up multiple agencies for $20. Grand total $199.90, which carries a 30-day warranty, by the way. Meaning within 30 days, if you're not interested, they will refund your $200. Now, pardon my vernacular, but where they do that at? Where they'll give you the $200 back if you don't like the business. Absolutely. Look, to run the business is simple. $60 a month, $2 a day, $720 a year to run a business from your cell phone. Now, what does that $60 cover? I know I can hear it. I hear it in your voice. The $60 covers a few things. Number one, your online academy, your online university. There's a built-in education platform that you'll have access to. This is a career. I've been doing this 18 years. In addition to that, you'll have access to a multi-million-dollar search engine, you.com, where you can book travel and others can, and you earn commission. Now, you'll also have access to the company's errors and omissions insurance. You don't have to go out here and buy your own insurance. Thousands of dollars to buy errors and omissions. We call it E&O. You get the piggyback from the companies. Huge. Also, there's a marketing system built in with the CRM, customer relations management, or however you say that, customer relations management software. It's built in, and you get it right away. And that's not enough. You have access to the company's IT department, right? I don't know how to do the I or the T. Like I don't know how to do these websites and back engines and make sure everything is running 24 hours, 7 days a week. I don't want to do that. I don't know how to do that. So we hire people to do that. And finally, you have customer care. 7 days a week, 8 hours a day. When you call, somebody picks up the phone. That's what you're paying for. Some of you have never hired anybody a day in your life. Well, we're looking forward to hiring this team, and you're only paying your overhead is $60 a month, and you have a team working for you. You got to love that. So it's simple. You're number three, a number two, or number one. If you're number three, it's simple. We understand you would rather pay full price when you travel. You're not interested in earning any commissions when you travel. It is okay. Everything's not for everyone. If you're number two, you have questions. I believe we're going to allow you all to ask questions tonight. I'm going to make sure I'm going to run that past Mr. Berry just to make sure. But if so, I'll remain to answer any questions. And if you're number one, you understand what's about to take place. In a few days, on March the 1st, this organization, the Legacy Team, is going to have one of the absolute biggest launches this company has ever seen. Get excited about it. Back over to you, Mr. Thomas Berry.
I appreciate that, Mr. President. I appreciate that, man. Folks, you heard it from one of the best. He's highly documented. And on March 1st, we're coming together and we're going to launch. So what I want to do now is just share with you as we wind it down, from doing these presentations in Zoom like this all around the world, it breaks down to those three categories. That number three, if you say, hey man, I know I travel, I'm not interested in saving, and I don't want to make money on my own travel. If that's you, I want to thank you for spending some time with us, and I appreciate your time because your time is very important. And if you don't want to save any money or make any money on travel, support the person that thought enough of you, invited you out. Number two, you're a person that has some questions and say, hey man, I want to get paid on my travel. I want to get paid when I book a hotel or flight or buy an entertainment ticket, a concert ticket, or a sporting event ticket. I want to get paid on that. I just got a couple of questions. If that's you, just stick around. We're going to open up the lines in a few minutes. And if you was number one, somebody like myself, they say, hey, Preston, you could have stopped 30 minutes ago. I'm ready. If that's you, just let the person know that invited you on. Because if you're on, this is by invite only. There's no way somebody just surfing the web and just happened to stumble on this link. Somebody thought enough of you to share that information with you. So if you're number one, stick around, and we love to partner up with you. Have the person invite you to our GroupMe team app, so you can stay plugged in. What I want to do is introduce to some of the other founders, co-founders of the organization, just so you can hear from them and see who else is here to support you. So the first one I want to introduce is out of Annapolis, Maryland, background in marketing, does some phenomenal things. He's made some serious income in his industry, has also traveled around the world. My good friend, my business partner, Mr. Daryl Foote. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, Mr. Berry?
Absolutely.
Awesome, man. First, I want to thank you, man, for your leadership, your passion. I also want to thank Mr. Scott for his mentorship, his leadership, man. You guys are just killing it, man. Every time I see this plane, I get excited. I definitely get excited, man. I'm excited about March 1st. I'm excited about the team coming together. And I was thinking the other night, man, and I know we're looking at probably like a handful of numbers right now, but soon it'll be 500 people. And when 500 people come together, let's say if we all pitch in $50, so much we can do for the community. I'm excited about that as well, man. But my background is in marketing as well, like Mr. Berry said. I have a passion for helping people, always been coaching sports, mentoring the youth. And I just know with this business, I can do so much more for myself, my family, and truly leave a legacy for my kids, grandkids. And my goal is to leave wills instead of bills. Back to you, Mr. Berry.
No, absolutely, Mr. Foote. I'm right on the same page with you, man. And it's a pleasure and glad you're on board, man. Glad you're on the leadership team, and we're going to do some incredible things. The other individual is out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Another person that made some serious income in this industry. He's knows all the facts, loves helping people, and a bunch of fun, man. My good friend, business partner, Mr. Tarkaboo Qasim. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Well, I don't have a whole lot to add to what you gentlemen said. First of all, again, I want to thank you as well, Mr. Berry, for your leadership and coaching. And Mr. Preston, it's always a pleasure to see you do your thing. I mean, I'm so happy to be on the team with you. Only thing I'll really say here, folks, is that we are truly in the right place at the right time with the right group of individuals. And I am flat out excited about the opportunity we have, not just for myself and the legacy to leave my family, but the legacy we can leave in the community and the people that we help and the lives that we touch that way as well. So, I'm ecstatic. This is an unbelievable thing we have our hands on. So just lock in with us and let's get ready for March 1st.
No, without a doubt, man. I'm flat out excited. And it just, every time I look up and realize how I became a part of this business. I met an individual just a few weeks ago, and I was just coming off a Christmas cruise with my family. And we were in the Royal Caribbean. It was the Western Caribbean cruise. It was 5 nights, 6 days. Went to Coco Cay, which is a Royal Caribbean island, as well as Cozumel, Mexico. And when I came back, I'm still in the awe. My family, everybody was excited. So I'm at a friend's house doing some business, and he asked me, how's my family? So I'm showing him on the phone, the videos, all these the cruise we on, the suite, everything. And then he said, hey, did you come home to a check? And I thought it was a joke. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he says, no, when you book the travel, when me and my wife travel, 4 or 5 times a year, we always come home to a check. So I'm like, nah, ain't nobody ever told me. I've never heard that. So I showed him, I go to the video, show him again. I said, man, how much you think I would have got for this? And he said, a trip like that, man, you would have came home to at least $700-800. At that point, I was instantly interested. And that's how we came here, because I book hotels all the time with my family, my son's sporting events. We fly, a few times a year, just like everybody else. And nobody has ever, ever in life shared with me information to where I can use my phone and book travel and then get paid all from my cell phone and have the lowest prices available, best price guaranteed. From that, it was a no-brainer. I'd rather pay less for something than more for something if I got a choice. And I'd rather get paid for something than not get paid if I have a choice. So that's why we're flat out excited. March 1st is right around the corner, and it's going to be an incredible ride. What I want to do, Mr. Scott, is if anybody has any questions, if they can type it in the chat, we're going to spend maybe another 3 or 4 minutes and answer a couple of the questions if we have any. I think Mr. Scott may have answered a few of them. Yes, we're in over 20 different countries around the world, and it grows every month. Any other questions? So with that, I want to thank you for spending some time with us. We're going to be right back on this Zoom on Thursday. So if you just got on the Zoom and you're excited, let the person know. But on Thursday at 8 o'clock, we're right back on this Zoom. So tell the person, if you know anybody that you care about and you want to allow them to get paid when they travel, just invite them on. Just invite them on. Just say, hey, I found a unique way that we can turn our travel into a paycheck. And if that makes sense to you, I want to welcome you to the team. So with that, good night, everybody. Have an amazing night. Okay, Mr. Scott.
There was one question, one last question. Are links available to join now, or do we have to wait until March 1st?
Okay, great question. You have to wait till March 1st. The reason why, the company's flowing. The company Intel Travel has already booked over close to $5 billion in travel. The reason that we're waiting till March 1st is to help everyday people like you and I get in position. Because if you join now, more likely you're joining by yourself. But with our system and our support, and if you catch on board now, when you join March 1st, you'll be joining with 3, 4, 5 people, and then you have a story day one. And you have your promotion day one. And that story reads something like, hey, my name is Thomas. I just joined March 1st. In my first 24 hours, I was able to hit the second earned position. And my first check was this 7 days later. That's a story. And that story will follow you for the life of you doing the business. All right. Is there another question?
Yes, the question was, who gets $200? And I can answer that. Is
okay.
Actually the companies themselves. All of us, even myself, made the investment. Think about it like a franchise. If you want to be part owner of McDonald's, if you want to be part owner of Starbucks, there's a franchise fee. That franchise fee that you pay goes to Starbucks, it goes to McDonald's, and now you're a franchisee. Same concept here. We all pay the $200. It goes to the travel. It's not categorized technically as a franchise, but it's the exact same concept. You make that investment, you're now part owner of the company.
All right. Any other question? That was a great question. And then on March 1st, or whoever invited you, they'll send you links to the company. If you ask them, if you download the GroupMe app, they will send you the link where you can be in our team group, where you get all the updates, by the minute, all the emails, all the videos, everything up to date. All right. Any other questions?
Yes.
Go ahead, Mr. Scott.
Okay, no problem. Yes, it's $60 a month, and that covers both companies. And there are a slew of things that you'll have access to: customer care, marketing, online academy, everything that you need to run the business simply $2 a day. And the good thing is that never changes. So that month that we made 12,000 on that trip, right? The month that we make 20,000 in residual, it's still only $60 a month to maintain the business. That never changes.
And that's good. I mean, any business, you have overhead, and you can look at some of these people with brick and mortar, and their overhead is thousands. But to invest $60 for all the websites for the CRM alone, that's almost $100 a month software that tracks all of your clients. There's $100,000 worth of marketing that you're going to have in your back office. If you want to be a travel agent and book travel for, people on social media. There's all strategies, all that comes together. All right. That's a great question, by the way. Any other questions? All right. So with that, it was a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you again on Thursday night. I'll put my number in the chat. If anybody has any questions, please reach out to one of the executives that you heard speak, and they can answer all of your questions. So with that, good night, everybody. Have an amazing evening, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on Thursday at 8 p.m. on the same link. Good night, everybody.